What is up, guys? Daniel here from TGN. Need to get out this chat and there we go. So, I'm doing a 5-part series here on reviews for games. First off, DCUO, my game that I play all the time. Yep, here we go. Just a little info on this. We tried recording this earlier. I was with Warrior of Justice. It didn't work out. Why? No clue. It just didn't want to record it. It recorded us, not the voice. Anyway, so first thing, DCUO, massive multiplayer online video game, and I don't consider it roleplay, but anyway, first topic, starting off, you start off in a ship, you level up through there. It's one of those games that you can customize your character 100%. Why do I feel like I have someone in this chat? Okay. You could customize your character like 100%-ish. It's like, oh yeah, you could customize your dude, but like there's limited styles, limited color palettes, different, you know. You get out that ship, when basically you're on Brainiac's ship, you are infused with exobytes, either one you would like to call it, singular, plural. So you get some superpowers. You get to choose your superpowers. I am a Green Lantern, as you can see. Pew! See that? There's a power. See my weapon? See my weapon? There you go. So, I like Green Lantern. There's several powers you could play. There's elemental powers. There's like fire, ice, earth. There's lantern powers. Two currently hard light, Green Lantern, and rage, which is basically a red lantern, as you can see the mist right there. Then you got other elemental powers like nature or whatever. And why is there someone always in a chat I'm in? Why do I hear an echo? Anyway, so you get out that ship, you level up your dude, you hit level 30, then that's when you start tiering up, you know? It's not, it doesn't end at level 30. A lot of people think it does, but including myself, let me set that. This is all some confusing stuff you'll figure out if you've never played this. Basically, the game is judged off of combat rating. You get gear. Gear enhances you, makes you stronger. Basically, you're just nothing without your gear. You take off all your gear, you're nothing. Then you also have skill points, power points. Power points, the most you could get are 15. You get one every other level. So you get one at, I believe, level 2. Then at level 4, 6, 8, you know. So you get those power points, you distribute your powers where you want, how you want, what you want to do. There's all these different traits you could put in. Then you have your skill points where you could allocate your weapon, what weapons you want. I have allocated all the weapons that I possibly could use. Then there's also bonuses. Let's say I want to do more criticals. You have that. Back to CR topic. CR combat rating. Mine is 103. When you basically, I like to call it level 103 because basically that's what it is. Once you hit level 30, you're gonna be around 30 CR. But the way they went, they stopped it at 30, and that's how it works. So you go get tiers. There's different vendors, as we call them. They're basically a salesperson that sell gear. Let's go to him. Let me zoom out. I feel like I'm inside his body. There you go. This one is for the newest gear involved in the game. 90 item level, strongest gear in the game, other than the loot drops. Loot drops, alright, you can buy gear. Buying costs marks of reality. You get those marks of reality, which are these little circle blue things. You can buy your gear, collect a style, and you get some better gear. There are 5 tiers in the game currently, as of now. And you have to go tier 1, which costs marks of reality, as you can see over here, marks of triumph, sorry, marks of triumph. Then you have tier 2, 3, 4, that costs marks of triumph also. Marks of reality are what you need for the highest tier. How do you achieve these marks? Let me show you. You run these. Remember, tier 1 to tier 4, marks of triumph. There's only up to tier 3 for solos, which is a 1 player. Tier 5, marks reality. Tier 2, tier 1 to 3, 2 players, right here. You got your tier 2, your tier 1, your tier 3, you have tier 5. There's no tier 4 duos or solos. Why? I don't know. Then you got same thing here, except for alerts. These general alerts are for when you're leveling up. As you can see, suggested level, a little bit to the right, you can see right there in the description, suggested level 10, 14, 16, 20, 24. Then you go into here and reward marks of triumph. Suggested, no, actually required combat rating. You must be a 43 combat rating to enter, 53 combat rating to enter, 70 combat rating to enter, 86 combat rating to enter, and that continues. Okay. With all that, there's also 8-mans. Keep in mind, the duos, 2 players, and 8 players can only be done as a level 30. I believe it's the same for, yes, 1 players are also. So 1, 2, and 8 can only be done as level 30 because they give marks of triumph. Marks of triumph are after level 30 what you're gonna need for your gear. Now that we covered the basics on gear, you see these little sockets: red socket, yellow socket, blue socket. What was that? That was a weird face. Alright. Those sockets over there, there's the thing called an R&D station. This one I'm popping out right here is a purchasable one for $9.99. You hop in here and you collect exobits in open world. They're going to be the shiny, crystalline kind of humming sound. Sounds like an angel hum. It's like, yeah. So you're going to get those, and you get to make these aggressive exobites, support exobites, because those ones that you collect outside are called exobits. That's why it says you require support exobits to make an exobite. 8 of those equals 1 of these. And you collect plans. These all of these I have were collected over time. Again, here's the tiers. Tier 1 supplies, tier 2, tier 3, and click on 1, tier 4, and they get stronger and stronger as you tier, and then tier 5. Then there's also expert tier 5. It just takes it over the top. Then you have, those are just supplies, as in like a consumable, like a cola. These are colas. A cola regenerates health and power. So this one will give me 4,121 health, and that one will give me 3,200 to 4,100, and 1,600 to 2,080 power. Let me equip one of those just in case I need them. Basically, it looks like this. Drink that. There you go. It just regens some power for you. So, going back to that portable workstation, R&D center, your research and development is one of the main things that you're going to need to put your character to the next level. After all these consumables are done, let me go into actual mods. Mods go in those sockets of your gear that I showed you. These required things you must purchase to make. So this is considered nothing. These are just alphas and betas. They give you 2 dominance and 11 health, or 3 restoration and 2 precision. I'll explain what restoration and precision and all those are in a minute. Then you have your tier 1 again, your tier 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 expert. These will all determine how strong you are. Going down to the chart of stats here. Health, health, health. There's nothing to explain about that. It's health. Power. Power is the blue bar. Mana. Basically, how much attacks you can actually do. So, and with that, you have your power. Then going down, Defense. Defense is PvE, player versus environment. These floating enemies, not real people. That's how much defense you have. Defense reduces or damage from non-player enemies. The higher your level, the more defense is required. So in T5, you're going to need 5,000 defense. T4, 4,000. T3, 3,000, 2,000. You know, it's just going to... that's how it scales, basically. It's not really around that. It's like 4,700 defense is decent for T5 as a damager. There are 4 roles. You have a damager, which is me, DPS. My main thing is to hurt them. Just hurt them. That's it. These are armories I'm about to activate. Save your style. And save your gear. I have a different set of gear in here. This is a controller. Gives you power. There you go. I'll demonstrate. There you go. It just gave 227 power back to me. It also gives it power to the rest of the group. You have healers, which is a healer. It's obvious. It's in the name. And then a tank. A tank, basically, what tanks do are they go and they take the damage for everyone else while the rest of the group just attack, and the healers heal without having the boss in their face. So now let's go back to stats. You got might. Might is those, you're gonna hit enemies and you'll see a yellow number above their head. The yellow number means might damage. Might increases damage from powers. You must use powers to receive a might hit. Restoration is for healers. It increases healing abilities and potency of certain defensive abilities, so as in shields. If you're a healer, your shield is going to be strong. If you're a DPS, it's not going to be as strong. If you're a troll, it's going to be very strong, because you also have dominance, which, and I'll explain in a second. Vitalization. That comes down to controllers. Power healing. They increase your blue bar. More you have, the easier it is to fill people back up. Precision. Precision is weapon attacks. Okay, so this is the confusing part. 10 precision equals 1 more DPS, means damage per second. If I hit an enemy, I should go find an enemy. Matter of fact, I'll go to my base. So if you hit an enemy with a power, you get might. Tick, which means a might number. If you hit an enemy with a weapon, you get white. A white number above their head, which means precision damage. But as you can see, I'm about to demonstrate. That's the first attack. That's, you see all those yellow numbers? Yellow, white, white, white. White, white, white. Basically, the first power I activated required power. The others were chain combos, making this a precision-based power, because you're going to be using more precision damage, meaning white numbers. See that? Boom, yellow, white, white, yellow, white, white, yellow, white, yellow, white. Basically, the white just hits harder, so it's a precision-based power. And it's the only, really one of the only powers that can combo. There's Hard Light, Celestial, and Rage, which is Red Lantern. They are comboable, and they're also precision-based. So let's go down. After precision, you're gonna have dominance. Dominance is mainly for tanks and trolls. It means increases the potency of certain defensive and healing abilities and the duration of certain control effects, as in stuns, roots, levitations, and encasements from powers at high levels. Dominance must be higher than enemies' willpower. So basically, if a controller has, let me switch to controller. I'm not a non-controller. I have 1,448 dominance. Let's say there's a group of enemies. There's like a bunch of enemies. Let's say this is an enemy, and this enemy hits really hard. and I don't want him to hit the tank because he can kill the tank. So as a controller, what I'm gonna do, boop, put him in that ball, pick him up, throw him somewhere else, and continue the fight. And then when he waddles his way back over here, if he can, whoa, okay, just teleport. You see it's not doing it anymore because he is immune to it. And did it again. Your dominance defies how much of a chance you actually have to control the enemy. And tanks need high dominance so they can make the enemy, they can pull them and say, hey, come over here, I want you to fight me, not them. And there we go. Toughness, which I skipped for a reason, is for PvP. Toughness reduces damage from player enemies, meaning real people. The higher your level, the more toughness is required. 1% damage reduction equals 15 toughness, and 71 toughness at level 30, 15 toughness at level 1. So, let me switch to my PvP gear. I know the style's gay. I do that on purpose. Just imagine getting in a fight against this dude. You're gonna be like, what? And then I kill you. So, let's see. I have 1967 toughness, and that is what you use in PvP. So, combat rating measures your effectiveness, and PvP combat rating is for PvP, obviously. PvE, PvP. And that's it, guys. I'm out. That was a review, a few tips, and peace.